And we are live. Welcome everybody to this episode of MakeCode Arcade. Here live from Seattle, Washington. My name is Pelly. I work for the MakeCode team. And I will be coding with my colleague
Emil.
And we'll be coding a new game today. Yesterday we did Crossy Roads. And you can check out all the previous videos on our YouTube channel or on our Mixer channel as well. And we are going to be doing coding today in arcade.makecode.com. Emil, we built a tug-of-war game in Microbit. I thought we could do one in arcade.
Okay. When are we going to do a part 2 of Crossing the Road?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's do some, you want to do it?
No, it's fine.
No. Let's do a new game.
Okay.
So, tug-of-war is this well-known game where two teams are pulling on a rope. And, well, you have to pull as much as possible. If you pull hard enough, then you win.
Oh.
And it's a very, very fun game to do. But right now we can't do it because we should stay away from each other. So we're going to do it in the arcade game.
Yeah. So, it'll be A and B, right?
Yeah, we can... Well, actually, we could do a two-player. So, you know, on the keyboard, we support two players. So we're going to do a two-player game here. And we've got the keys here, so we can do...
No. U and space.
Yeah, so it's going to be a button smasher game between two players.
Okay.
Oh, there's an X. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so let's think about how we're going to want to lay out this game and so you kind of want to do an inventory of the sprites you're going to need. But we've done it in Microbit, so we can kind of copy the concept.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in Microbit, we had events for the buttons.
Yep.
And if you scroll down, yeah, player 2, button A. So we've got that. We're going to use a variable to track where a rope is.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm going to call that the rope. Very conveniently called the rope.
And then set it.
And okay, so what does this rope represent?
The rope represents the score, right? I mean, that's what it was in Microbit.
It really represents
the rope.
Where the rope is.
Oh.
Imagine you have. Can you switch to camera mode?
Yep. Drawing time.
Drawing time. We're going to remove our little table here. All right. So, in the rope game, reset my lighting. In the rope game, we've got our ground, and we've got our players, and then they're pulling a rope. And we've got people here. Pretty well drawn. And you get the idea.
Quality.
It's like, oh, everybody's pulling. And then there's usually some kind of handkerchief.
Or like a knot in the middle of the rope. And then there's a line.
There's a mark on both sides.
And if the mark passes, if the side, the handkerchief passes the line, the team wins.
Yeah, so this moves, this is going to move left or right based on which team is pulling the most.
Yeah, tug-of-war.
So this could be a screen if we think that this is our arcade and we've got, well, this is our screen, so we're going to need some kind of a ground, and then we're going to need some kind of sprites that move left and right, and then a marker when they're there. That's the idea of the tug-of-war game.
It's more tug-of-war than in Microbit.
Well, we've got more pixels, so, and that's sometimes if you do a game, it's helpful to draw it on paper, kind of mix the ideas. So the rope is going to indicate, the rope is our variable.
Mm-hmm.
And it can indicate the position on X of this. And that's easy. If it's in the middle, it's going to be at 80. And we could say, for example, that if it reaches, I don't know, 100, and here 60, then those are the bounds.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's get that in motion.
Ding. Back to coding. So I think I zoomed in.
So how about we start doing a sprite for the rope? And I think we could just do the handkerchief. I don't know how you call that, the knot.
The knot.
We're gonna do a knot sprite. And
is this variable in the right spot?
yeah, it's in the right spot. So you kind of want to set up your variable in on start. And remember, in the corner there.
Yeah.
So we want to avoid that. All right, let's draw a knot. Beautiful little knot.
Should we change the type?
We could do a kind for that. This will be helpful. So we can do new kind. I'm going to call it a knot. There we go.
Okay. And then should I do a rope or just a knot?
Just a knot. Or just find an image that looks like a knot.
Or we could do like
A cute little knot.
it's like a ring. Then you have, it's kind of like a handkerchief. let's
Yeah.
say.
Impressive handkerchief drawing skills.
Yeah, don't question, okay?
All right, looks great. So that's our nut. That's the nut sprite. Perfect.
Yeah.
And we're going to position it on the screen. So we're going to want it kind of in the middle-ish as far as vertical position. And
So the Y is, so we want it like this?
yeah,
Wait, the knot?
maybe higher, like in the middle. Yeah. And then on the X, it's going to be at the rope position.
Okay.
You know, we could simplify our life and just use the X of the sprite as our score. We'll just work on that.
Oh yeah.
And then we don't have to think about this rope thing.
Yeah.
All right, so it starts in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Got a handkerchief. Now let's do the moving left and right. Start making it look like.
Controller?
We already have the controller blocks.
Oh yeah, so on,
So we're gonna let's do player button A pressed. So if player one is gonna be on left,
wait,
and we're gonna move the sprite by 1.
let's see.
So there's a way to change X. There you go. That's the one you want. And we're gonna change it 1 to the left, which really means,
1 pixel.
is it +1 or -1?
So if it's going to the left, it is -1.
All right. Let's do -1 here. And player 2 is gonna be +1. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's test that. Test that in our game. I can't remember. Okay,
I
that's
think
player
it's-
2.
Is it you?
You.
Come on.
Yeah.
Quality, but no. Negative at least like 6 or something. 5?
Well, let's do 10 so it's more dramatic.
Yeah, that's more dramatic. Let's see.
Yeah, it's going to be an endurance game. We'll figure out how long we can last.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
space bar. Okay, I have a key.
All right, let's.
So we need to do winning.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to do the rope.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's draw a rope.
Yeah.
We could make a rope a sprite. It's going to
Rope.
be a rope.
Yeah. Rope.
Rope. And yeah, let's reuse that rope variable since we have it.
Do I put it in here?
Yeah, rope. There you go. Okay, so that's, and we're going to change the size of the sprite here. And it's a super long sprite.
The length of the screen. So it's
Like that?
160.
160 by by 2.
By 2. Ah, nice and
Nice.
quality.
Okay, we probably want to use a paint tool.
Then a rope is kind of like
Yeah, there we
round.
go.
Then we could put a little bit of like. Make it look more ropey, I guess. Is this? Okay,
Yeah.
there's still more.
Uh-oh, in the wrong color. Oh yeah. Give me some really nice rope.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to put the rope at the same Y of the
it's already
nut.
pretty close.
So we're gonna, so we can do that programmatically. We're gonna say Y should be my sprite. You know what? How about we rename my sprite to nut? It's gonna be more. It's gonna be clearer for the variables.
Wait, how about, what do we do? Oh yeah, my sprite to not. Oops.
Yeah.
Cannot.
And yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Because no, look, didn't we do? Oh no, I didn't.
yeah. It's because you can't because the knot. There we go.
Thy not.
The knot. And so we want it to be positioned maybe a bit higher.
So the Y.
The Y.
And so 53.
50. Now see, this is a lot of
51. Because you want the ring to be on the rope.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to use, I could actually use the position of the knot.
The note. Thy note.
I'm going to align myself to the top. That didn't work well. I think, oh, it's not centered.
Right.
That's a problem. So you can use the tool here to kind of center it. In fact,
Oh, please no. Don't ruin the knot. Oh, quality.
quality knot. So now if we align to the top of the knot, you know, how about we draw the last line? Go.
There you
So I'm
go.
going to align the top of the knot to the rope.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, the only problem is it's overlapping the knot.
No, that's good because we don't need it to be looking like it's like in the knot.
Well, what you could do is you could either create it first, then the sprite's creating first, whoops,
Whoops.
and that didn't work.
Whoops.
All right. Or we can do something else, which is changing the Z. So there's a way to tell, hey, knot, you want to
Get
be
outta
the
here.
first. Hey, you nut. So we're going to go here and set not the X and not the Y, but something called the depth. And that controls,
What?
whoop.
What?
All right, let's see. And now I see the nut is on top of, it's a very tiny nut.
Yeah. Could make it a really fat handkerchief.
All right, does it work?
Yeah.
Let's click A and B. So one problem you see,
Is the rope isn't moving, the
the
knot.
rope isn't moving. That's not cool.
And it could just be you have to get the knot to your side.
How about we every time we move the nut?
Move the rope.
Yeah. So what we could do, what I think we should do is a game update, and on the game update we make sure the nut is.
Or on the button press we also move the
Yeah.
rope.
Well, we could do that, but it's probably more efficient to just on the updates make sure the rope is aligned with the nut.
Okay.
So to do that, we're going to say that the X of the rope should be the X of the nut.
So X of the rope should be the X of the knot.
The center have to be aligned.
Okay.
So we're going to say that set X on the knot should be equal to the X on the rope. No, the other way around. Set X on the rope So the center of the rope should be equals to the center of the knot.
So we need like a...
You can go to sprites again. And there's a block to read the X of the sprite. There you go. So we're going to line the centers. It might look a bit weird because our rope is going to start to... It's not long enough. But actually, why not? We could make the rope a bit longer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here, go to the size.
180.
200. Let's go.
No, 'cause it's gonna ruin all my yellowness.
No, just add the yellowness. There you go. Don't think.
Wait, I need the hand tool.
And I think it grew it on both sides. Oh, you're getting lazy. You're getting sloppy on the yellowness.
Nope.
Oh no. All right.
Nah, we need to make it equal. I mean, it's a yellow robe. There you go. That looks a lot more quality.
Yeah. Maybe we should start drawing a background too.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to do the players and then the...
Image or color?
You can do image. Just do it quick.
Yeah.
Little blue sky in the back and then some green. Oh, yeah. You paint? Can you do paint tool?
Oh yeah, I can do paint tool. I can do paint tool.
Alright, we got some paint.
And then this kind of is
We got some green bottom with...
bottom. Ooh, perfect line without the line tool.
And then paint again now.
Almost done.
Alright.
Okay, and then
And maybe some...
clouds.
We could add a cloud effect.
Hmm.
You don't have to.
This is artistic, and it looked like a face.
Face clouds.
Okay, I just need to...
Oh, those clouds. Alright, sounds great. Let's click done. This is a great background, and let's see. It might be right in the middle. Yeah, that doesn't work.
What does that work? That's just ugly.
Or let's lower the rope. Let's change the Y on the rope. Alright, so the rope is
You want
about
it like
80. How about
That's-
that? Yeah, perfect.
That's better.
Okay, we need to add some...
I think we should just do the whole rope orange.
Well, the rope looks good.
Okay. Wait, I kind of want to modify my thing a little bit.
Looks amazing.
There you go.
Oh, with two teeth?
Yeah.
All right, so how are we going to do... so one thing we could do that's easy to do the winning solution would be to add two sprites that are posts. And then we could do overlap on them.
Yeah. Okay, two sides of our post.
So if you put a post... If you put a post on the left and the right,
Yeah.
then we can do overlap on them. So let's draw the left post.
We have a lot of sprites. I'm gonna collapse this right now. If you
Yeah,
know
let's collapse that.
this. Should we
Eh.
like format the code?
Yeah, we can format the code.
Where did they put the other button?
Somewhere. You zoom out.
Oh, it's over here.
Yeah, let's move this one out because we have a lot of work to do on start.
Yeah.
All right. Let's rename this sprite. I'm gonna call that left post, and we're gonna name that to.
Should we draw it real quick?
Yeah, it has to be long and skinny. So
Oh,
let's
we
change
have
the side.
posts.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna use the footballs? Why not?
Why not? I can look what I can
Yeah.
do. I can do this. It's a good start, but I can erase it. If I can
Well,
get it.
actually, look good as a full post.
Oh, but look.
Oh, mudded.
Then I'll just No, that is ugly.
Ooh.
Let's see. It's kind of like this color.
Yeah. It's lowest, yeah. Perfect. Great post.
I'm just gonna put some purple. There you
All
go.
right. Well, that's an impressive post right there, and it's gonna be called left post. Oh, it doesn't want it.
Post left.
The left post.
The post of the left.
All right. Where did it go? Oh, it's really not in the right spot. All right, so we want to move it.
We're like quadrupling the
position.
code, but just for
Yeah,
a
you
different
know,
sprite each time.
Okay, let's change the variable to the left post,
The left post
and we're gonna move it.
to.
I don't know, 40.
And no. Don't we want the x? We want the y to be the same as that, as the rope, or do we want it to be like kind of on the ground? Because the grass is the ground. Then there's like the
We
sun.
can try to position it.
It's not big enough.
Somewhere like here. A bit higher.
About
It
600.
can be kind of in 3D. It can be a bit.
I think
in
I can make the post bigger, then we can put it on the green, so it looks like
Yeah,
it's
like,
actually.
there you
Oh
go.
yeah. Okay, now we just need to duplicate it.
Yeah, let's duplicate this post. We need to do a new variable. New one.
Okay, we can make a new one. Yeah.
That's going to be the right post. And we need a new variable here. There. It's going to be
The right post.
The right post. And we need to set the position on this right post as well. Let's make sure to move the code up.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so we need to be, let's see, so if we go at 50
Negative.
here, if we're 50 here, that means we're 30 to the left of the center.
So do we do 120 minus 50 or something?
So 80 plus 30 would be
110.
110.
Ultra mental math. I just use all my brain cells.
Yeah. 10 and! Or maybe we give more space.
Oh yeah, a bit more space.
Yeah. About 40.
A bit more.
A bit more.
Because like, if somebody gets like a head start or something.
30. All right, 30. So,
Shouldn't we change this one too?
well, it's going to be 160 minus 30 is going to be
120. No, 130.
130.
Aha.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And yeah, it still works.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, we need
3,
to do the overlaps.
2, 1.
All right, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Right,
And I think the keyboard will die after a couple hours.
it's really gonna be an endurance game. And 10 is actually too much. We went too extreme on the 10. All right. We'll figure that out later. All right, so what's next? We need to figure out who won.
If, right?
So
Actually, no.
this is an overlap.
Overlap.
Yeah. Overlap. So we're gonna treat 2 overlaps. It's gonna be first. Let's collapse the simulator because we need a lot of space. So we're gonna overlap between.
Kind.
Because our
Not.
cans make sense, it should.
Kind of not.
And when a knot touches the left post.
A left post. And then we can just
And that
duplicate.
means.
When a knot touches a right post.
Yeah, you need to keep. Let's work on one.
Oh, let's work on one. Okay. But I can do it both at a time.
Yeah, it's easier to kind of think about the left and then we'll do the right. All right, so what happens? We, well, basically A1.
So A wins.
So we're going to give a point. How do we?
Can we show a string too?
Yeah. Game over. You want to do a win though. Oh. No.
Nice.
Give points to A.
Oh no. And then we'll do.
I think that's enough actually. Oh, we can give score every time the player presses the button.
It could be a World Cup.
Go to the handlers. Let's give them points.
No, not every time they press a button.
Yeah, every time they press a button, we give them score.
And then would it be a time game? Because how would you win? Oh, once somebody dies.
Yeah, you'll get more points.
Oh, okay.
Let's get some more. Let's get some points in the handlers. You can just change score. You want to do it in
On the
button
buttons.
A. Yeah. So button A first player 1, and then we.
So we get a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yes,
Love points.
we love points.
So that's going to give points to the first player, both of them. So we need to grab another block. Where is it? There is a special block to give points to different players.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to.
All right.
And then we also need to give it to 100.
All right, let's try that game.
Let's try it.
Let's try this. Look like.
Ready?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of points right there. Wait, let me try the left post. You win.
Touching. Even though.
Yeah, we need to improve our game over to handle multiple players. All right. Let's do the right post. Let's collapse the simulator, and now, yeah, we can just copy paste. We can just duplicate this. It's gonna be between the knots.
And do we have like a game over for 2 players?
No, we don't right now. Let me see. Yeah, that needs to be implemented.
Oh, we can do dialogue.
Yeah, we can do a dialogue. Go into game. Scroll down.
Prompt.
You could do splash
Splash.
and put it before game over. And that's going to be P2 wins.
P2 win.
And let's do that the same for P1 wins.
P1.
Let's copy that block.
You can just rig it so P2
Alright.
wins every round.
Let's try that. Here we go. This is really hard, and Emil win. P2 wins. There you go, with a high score of 3,000. Yeah, you can show 2 lines of
This
text.
doesn't work.
Yeah, it kind of works.
No, because like P2 wins and then it's game over.
Oh,
Look.
well then that just reset the position of the.
Oh yeah.
You can reset the game. There's a block to restart the.
Reset game.
Yeah, boom. There we go.
Little boy.
That's great.
Little boy.
Okay, so I wanted to do one thing. Is to make it harder when you get close to the post.
Oh, so the closer you get, the less you hit. And
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So what we could do is instead of having always 10 here, we could make a variable. And then we could change the value of that variable so that it changes.
Okay. Or how the longer you last.
Or maybe at the beginning we only move by 1, but as time goes through, we start moving by more.
Oh
It
yeah.
gets harder. So
Or
let's
it could
create-
also act like you're getting tired, and so it starts going lower.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try that. So let's create a variable that is going to be. How are we going to call that? The move.
Fatigue. Fatigue meter.
Fatigue. Is that what does it represent? How tired you are?
Yeah, fatigue is like.
And then we use that to figure out how much you move.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Fatigue
Meter.
meter.
Yeah.
All right. And so you start being super in shape. So you start at 0.
No, you start at 0, then it goes negative.
It goes negative.
Mhm.
All right.
Because you don't get less tired. You get more tired by playing tug-of-war.
So it goes higher.
Yeah.
Okay, when do we increment it? By time?
By time. Or every like 5 or 10 button smashes.
Well, we could use a game update, like every second.
Second.
And we're just going to
Even though
increment it
it'll
by
last
1.
long, so it could do every 2 seconds.
Yeah, okay. And what do? We increment the fatigue. So we change it by 1. Yeah. You want to do the change by 1. Okay, so our fatigue is going to increase. Oh, you're going to go negative.
You're gonna go lower.
Lower, okay.
You're gonna start clicking it less because you're getting more tired.
All right, so how to use fatigue now in your handlers? Are you going to add it to 10? Is that the plan?
No, change the not X by no. So on player 2 button by, and then we're gonna do.
You're going to have to do some math
We're
there.
gonna have to subtract. Yeah.
All right. Let's do some subtraction. The second block. And
10.
that's 10 minus
fatigue meter.
fatigue meter. But you're going to subtract a negative number to a negative number.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the fatigue goes higher, and we subtract it. Now we need to handle button A.
Yeah. So just gonna.
So we're going to start at minus 10.
Then we're gonna
Subtract fatigue.
subtract.
We're going the other way.
No, we need to add.
Add.
Add a negative number or something. Add.
Well, yeah. And
What's it called again?
fatigue meter.
Fatigue meter.
You need to grab
That's such a weird fatigue meter. Fatigue meter.
All right, let's try it. Let's see what it does.
That's the new name. Fatigue meter.
So maybe we start at something like, so it's going to move more or less?
Less.
All right, let's try it.
So if it lasts really long, it's completely pathetic.
No.
It's starting to move less, isn't it?
How about we speed up the
Yeah,
change?
not every 2 seconds. 1 second. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, look. Wait. It's going backwards. It's going the wrong way, Emil.
it is? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's
Let's
easy.
review our math.
Well,
I
we
think
just
there
need
we
to
have a bug. Wait. Don't do that. Think about it. Fatigue.
Yes.
Fatigue is going to start at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, after some time, he starts going the other way because it's not negative anymore.
Well, it's going to be 10. Let's say fatigue is 20. So 10 minus 20 is going to be minus 10.
Oh, we could just do if it lasts so long, it's a tie.
Or we could maybe change our strategy here. So you want it to go slower. So we could do a max. So we can use something in math called max.
Max.
And we're going to say that it should be the maximum of,
This?
yeah, here. No, undo. Oh my God. Let's
What?
double undo this. So this is what we computed. We know it's going to become negative. We don't want that. So I'm going to say it's going to be the maximum of 1, because it's at the and whatever value I compute here. So at most it's going to go to 1.
Yep.
And then it's going to stop there. And we can do the same here. We can take the minimum. And here it's reversed because we're going from the negatives.
Yeah.
And we want at most to be minus 1.
Okay. Let's try it.
Now we're stuck forever.
I think we should do every 1 second.
All right. And one thing we could add for the dramatic is we could have some camera shake. on.
yeah. Every time you hit the button, there's a camera shake. So,
all right, so if you don't know where it is, you can still search for it. Camera shake. There we go.
4 pixels is not enough.
Yeah, you want to shake a tiny amount.
No, we need more.
No, I mean not too long because we're button smashing.
Oh yeah, no. For not a, yeah, we can shake a lot for like 200 milliseconds.
All right, you ready?
Actually, no, 100. Because if we smash, it'll add up. Hey, 8 pixels.
8?
8.
Oh, you run them. That's gonna be.
Let's try it.
Hit run.
It's perfect. It's only shaking the screen. It's not really shaking.
It doesn't shake the scene.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, then I'm gonna shake it way more. Let's see what happens if we do like 100.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a good idea, but we can try it. I think a tiny bit is better.
Yeah, sure, but
Gives an
this
expression.
is an experiment.
Gives an expression that, yeah. Camera shake has to be used. If you do 1, it just gives a tiny
Or it
impression
has to
that-
be like we're flossing the background cloud's teeth, which I'm now gonna name Jimmy.
1 is not enough. Let's try 2.
That's pretty good, I guess.
All right, let's try it full screen. See if our game works. No, go full screen.
Oh yeah. I love those clouds.
Button smasher, button smasher, button! What? I was denied my victory.
What could be the more times you press?
What?
For later. This would be a cool idea. The more times you press, the less you have. So you have to like time your presses. So if they're pushing you, you have to like.
Oh, yeah, you get
say
tired.
You get your presses like.
Oh, yeah, your stamina goes
Yeah,
down.
your stamina goes down.
All right, well, that's a great game for today. It was a little tug-of-war,
Yeah.
tug-of-rope.
Quality.
So we're going to show how to share the game. So if you've built a game, you can go and click share.
Oh yeah, share. Oops.
And don't forget to give it a cool name.
Tug. Okay, I accidentally clicked download. Here, let's.
Tug of
Yard. Tug of yard.
Tug of yard. And we're gonna go into game and hit R and then boom the game. Here we go. Game rendered. We got a cool GIF.
Publish.
Publish project. You got a link. You got a QR code. You can use that link to play the game full screen as you wish.
Tons of stuff.
And that concludes our arcade session today. See you around.